Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Underrail Expedition. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that he chose to join me today as we talk to Idine. Yes, we got access to Idine. He's got a bar over there. I didn't even look at that last episode. Are you the only one that can communicate to Chort? Yes. I am the only one that can enter its chamber in Nucleus without greatly disturbing it. Despite being unable to speak to me in any conventional way, we are able to communicate on a very basic level through a, let's call it a telepathic link, but it's far from such. It is difficult to describe to someone who has never experienced it. It's far from a telepathic link because it's a short range and it's literally far from there. While there is a large number of both investigation and preservation personnel present in Nucleus, no one but me is allowed to directly approach Chort or even enter its chamber. And so far, no one even tried, which is most excellent. How do you go to deep caverns? We have a way. Why can't you move Chort here, closer to you? Wouldn't it be safer? It would be simpler to defend, true, but trying to move it in its current state, however, would be stressful and could potentially be damaging to Chort. Besides, due to its size and current means of our current means of transportation to deep caverns would prove inadequate. He mixes up the words. Not for the first time either. How do you go to... Oh, yeah, I understand. So, how old are you exactly? His answer comes after a slight delay. Revealing my age would be like revealing Chort's would be like revealing Chort's age. Utterly pointless. I'm sure that you have deduced by now that I am more than a century old, and I suppose that you are more interested in how I have managed to live for so long. Am I right, Carrie? I mean, I don't know. I mean, no, you're not right. But I don't know if I want to. Let's go. Nah, I can choose both. I think. Actually, I was just about to ask you that. Yeah, my age is the testament to Chort's magnificence, and is the product of directed evolution. Thanks to Chort, we have managed to severely prolong the average human lifespan by analyzing its regenerative ability so that we would be able to directly apply at least some of it to the human genome. We were able to accomplish this through a special technique that allows for genetic engineering of that extent on mature multicellular organisms. The end result, tripled lifespan, tripled according to our current estimates, that is, which is most excellent. You would agree. So is everyone in the Institute going to live as old as you? Not yet, Carrie. Genetic engineering is problematic for the sole reason of having an incredibly delayed feedback. Let's use a simple example. You wish to change a light bulb. You screw one into its socket and flick the switch, instantly knowing whether it is working or not. Simple. Opposite of that, when you are working with living, ever-changing subjects, you have to wait for at least one generation, if not more, to complete their full life cycles, carefully monitoring them before you can be certain that the modifications to the genome do not have undesired, even disastrous effects. It is a slow process, sadly. Not for him, though. It wasn't a slow process for him, because none of this happened. In this case, I am the test subject. My genome was manipulated well into my maturity, and even after a century has passed, we still have to monitor my condition until we are satisfied. For instance, we don't know how the modifications would affect a subject if applied at conception. I hope that was a satisfying response. More or less, you're just... It does seem to me that he doesn't know what a generation means. Because, it's not... A generation isn't a period of time. It's literally... It's just about having kids and procreating. If he doesn't have kids, there's no generation. There's his generation, that's him. That's it. Because, generation applies to... for example, if you're doing... this sort of tests is done often on animals, and you are testing it through multiple generations, and it's over the course of a few months, because animals reproduce very fast in comparison to humans. So humans would be indeed over the course of a few decades, but Yeah, that's what generations means, and not for him. It doesn't apply to a single subject. It applies to a culture. There's probably better terms for it, and it's not culture. It's there's a name for it, but I don't know because I didn't study biology. Can you? Yeah. How are you? Nope. Yeah, there is. I will answer your questions, but remember that I am a busy man. Oh, you seriously? Yeah, because I can't ask. That wasn't the question to ask him for his age. That was the question to come back. Sure. Can you tell me more about the surface, capital S? Have you seen it? What's it like there? No, but it exists. Evidence from the old world only provides mere hints regarding its appearance, however. The only certainty is that it is currently uninhabitable. We desire to repopulate it. For that to succeed, we require change within us. We need to advance ourselves, evolve, in order to withstand its living conditions. I feel this game actually, I didn't get this dialogue before. I always felt that when I played the game before, I always felt that the surface was seen as just another place and not, there's no understanding of a planet, of sky or anything like that, because that's what the game literally says. We've seen people talk about surface and the sky and all that, and it's just like this thing, and it's like an enormous cave and all that, because that's really cool. That's how these people would understand the world. They wouldn't know what the surface of what, because they have the word surface, like the surface of the water, but why is it called surface? What does that mean? The surface of what? And we humans right now, outside of the game, we say surface, and instead of the underground, because we understand how the Earth works, and it's a surface of the Earth, and we make a distinction between the sky and the Earth. Those are two different things. But these people don't have sky, and the ceiling and the ground is basically the same thing. It's all caves, so they wouldn't have that paradigm. However, Idine over here is taking it very, very... How should I put this? He's just talking about it as if we know exactly what the surface is, repopulated and all that sort of stuff, and it's not really giving that whimsical, sort of ignorant aspect of the description of the place, like other people have. Which makes sense in his case, because he's Idine, but it sort of makes me afraid that it might have been a side effect. That whimsical description might have been a side effect of just, the writing, not an intentional subtext. I really hope it is not a side effect, but yeah, if you want to take this world seriously, then you need to accept that these people have no concept whatsoever of what even a planet is, let alone, the surface of the planet or the Earth or sky, or they have no idea what that is. Chort possesses that ability, for it has done just that for millennia, purposefully adapting whenever necessary in order to perpetuate its existence. In nature, it is accomplished through numerous generations and random chance, but Chort is different, however. It is a highly desirable trait that we can and must apply if we are to ever succeed at conquering the surface. Can you describe Chort to me? It would be most difficult to do so, Carrie. Chort is formless. Once its regeneration cycle is completed, however, it will have transformed into a being worthy of finest, beautiful, magnificent description. Since I am the only one blessed with the privilege of seeing it with my own eyes, you will have to be satisfied with such a minimalist response. I understand. No. Is there a picture of it at least? No. I understand. Allow me to ask something else then. You mentioned that the figurine was part of some set. Can you tell me more about it? I can tell you little, for it is due to be unveiled at the 100th anniversary of Institute of Chort's existence. The set is called Conquering the Surface, and it consists of pieces crafted entirely out of finest materials. I don't like the word the. I kill the word the in the face, and I don't use it in my sentences. The last piece that was due to arrive, the one you retrieved, is called the Reaching Man. For the rest, you will have to be patient just a while longer, Carrie. Can you tell me more about that anniversary celebration? Mentioning any details would spoil the surprise. Just know that it will be magnificent. Our institution deserves nothing less. Few of the details are unknown even to me. Which you think is the opposite of that. Few of the details are known even to me, because I said even. So, anyway. For I too deserve to be surprised. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh no. This sentence changes meanings if you don't understand the pronouns situation, which the writers are having a lot of trouble here with in this particular character, with the thes being missing everywhere. Yeah, this one is not the word the that's missing, it's the word a. So a few of the details are unknown even to me is the opposite of few of the details are unknown even to me, because even can be used in wrongly. It's still grammatically. It's grammatically correct to, or yeah, it's basically grammatically correct to use it like illogically, but it's still grammatically correct. So the sentence has meaning. When he says few of the details are unknown even to me, it's synonym to not many. Few is the opposite of many, and so when you say few, you say not many of the details are unknown, even to me. But when he says even, the even here is sort of one of those words that implies meaning. Not always, but most of the time it implies meaning. And in this case, it would mean that he's of a lower station, which he's not. So that's why it's illogical for him to use this sentence. And that's why I was complaining at first. But then I understood what he's meaning, and the word a is missing from the beginning. But here it would imply that even to him, a lowly person, not many of the details are unknown. So everybody knows. That's how the sentence works in this case. But he doesn't, because it's illogical. What he means is a few of the details are unknown even to me. And a few doesn't mean few. A few means not none. Or the opposite of a few is none. It's not really, because in this case it is none. So if he said, so for example, I can make the two opposite sentences. He means to say a few of the details are unknown even to me, and he says even in this case because of the way the sentence goes is because of his high station. So he says even to me, who I am very important, a few of the details are unknown, right? And look at the opposite. None of the details are unknown to me, and a few of the details are unknown to me. Those are the opposite. So because the word a is missing, it changes the meaning of the sentence, and it's not just a goofy mistranslation, which is the case for a lot of the things, but it's damaging to what he's actually saying, because he's not saying the things. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because it's even one of these lines that it's easy to miss, because it's like you come back to the place with all the options, and he's still talking about the thing that you just said. The game does that every single time, which is okay, totally fine. You just need to get used to it. Not oftentimes in old school games, when you get presented with old school RPGs, I mean, when you get presented with all the options, his line is always the same. He's always like, "What do you want to know?" And so his last line about things would be given here, for example. You know what I mean? And then you press continue and it'd be, "What do you want to know?" But this game doesn't do that, which is a good thing. I really like that. It is easy to miss, though. And I think sometimes I have missed the last line, but that's pretty good. I was sent here by Median Samuel to talk to you about becoming an official member of the Preservation Forces. You can forego using the word the here. And the game consistently doesn't use the word the before Preservation Forces, but I think it isn't correct. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that one. Yes, Carrie, I was informed of your achievements already by Median Samuel. He claimed that you possessed all the traits of a true Rassophore, one who will use all means available to preserve this institution, as well as Chort. If this is what you wish, then know that your place among the Rassophores will be as certain as Chort's magnificence. However, we will have to honor the tradition and wait. No, that the is not there. We will have to honor tradition. If you're saying the tradition, you need to explain which tradition it is. So you say honor tradition and wait for Harmost to return from the deep caverns, for he must attend the ceremony during... Yeah, that is correct. It's just a very weird way of saying it. For he must attend a ceremony during which you and the other novitiates will receive your new titles and new duties. If that is what you seek, Carrie, are you sure that is the path you're willing to take? Or perhaps your heart guides you elsewhere. It is not too late to reconsider. There are more ways to reach one's destination. You mean that this is a point of no return? Maybe I should think about it. That is not a problem. There are other ways one can serve this institution. If you need time you will have. No, now that made sense. The Yoda sentence at the end. So I can't go back there. Got some file cabinets. Ooh, that file cabinet over there is... Oh, no, it's not. It's just... I thought it was a lockpicking thing. Okay, so, what is the current situation that we're in? We are potentially gonna need desaturated sonic implants, or whatever those are. So, I'm gonna write point of no return. Can't do a question mark, so I'm just gonna do the Japanese style. It's very interesting. As far as I can tell, Japanese has a literal word for the question mark, effectively. But anyway, so the thing is, because this is I mean, I think it's a point of no return, and if it is a point of no return, what do I want to do? So Gorski still hasn't... I still haven't been able to... I don't know what I'm doing wrong with those missions, to be fair. But I completed all the missions, as far as I can tell. Jack Quicksilver never talks to me again, which is very unfortunate, and he should have. I'm not a big fan of missions that take... of that. I'm not a big fan of, oh, I'll contact you again, and I'll just finish the game in the meantime. A lone guy needs a footlocker key. I don't even remember what that's for. It doesn't matter. Failed missions are good. So, I want to be a Rassifor. Most excellent, Carrie. I have no doubt that you will perform your duty with outstanding zeal, for your actions have already proven or spoken of your exceptional dedication. However, I must ask you to be patient just a bit more. Harmost's return is not too far off. Then you will be a novitiate no more, but a Rassifor. I would like to go to the deep caverns and personally guard Chort, if you'd allow it. Chort is guarded only by the most elite members of the preservation forces. Even though you possess the will, which I admire and recognize, you do not yet possess certain skills and knowledge. The deep caverns are a what? Minaculous. No, that's not what it is. Minacious place. I don't know what that is. With voracious wildlife, it's very difficult. Unlike anything you have seen so far. Infested with the corrupted faceless who are equally adept at bringing doom to others as they are to themselves. In time, however, if you prove fit for that sort of duty, I would be glad to dispatch you to the deep caverns and rest easy, knowing that Chort has the best protection I can possibly provide him. He's gonna rest easy, not me. Thank you so much, Idine. I can't wait for the ceremony. I believe there's nothing more to be said regarding this matter. You will be notified when... Idine abruptly stops talking. You are unsure why at first, but then you start getting this feeling that your guts are vibrating, which they are not, I can assure you. It is so subtle that you are unsure whether you are imagining it or not. Idine's reaction suggests the latter to be true, though. No, they're definitely not. No. He tilts his head up, keeping perfectly still and calm otherwise, while maintaining silence. Soon, the vibrations grow in intensity. Do you feel that? Yeah, it's the faceless. Once the tremors die down, Idine drops his gaze back to you. That was surprising. I received no warning from investigation regarding potential seismic activities. Back on the subject, you will be notified when the time comes. Are there any further questions you have? Do you have any further questions for me? No, I think I'm good on that. Short, guide you, Carrie. So I can't go back there. I don't think that was a point of no return. I mean, it might have been a point of no return, considering this. But nobody's, like, acting weirdly about it. Maybe I should go and talk to this guy over here. The tremors are beginning to worry me, sister. Something is not right. Yeah, what do you think of these tremors? They simply won't cease. It is puzzling, but I don't have an answer. The Department of Physics possesses a seismograph, yet they haven't warned us of any tremors that make everything... Oh, with this it actually makes sense. It should have been a coma, but anyway. They haven't warned us of any tremors, which makes everything even more peculiar. But I have more important things to worry about right now, sister. I'm sure important information will reach me. I don't know what we're supposed to do right now. Nothing's going on here. Huh. What a weird... Can I go back there? That was the fastest way, wasn't it? Yeah. Sure. This is the fastest way to get to Short. Oh, not Short, to Idine. However it's pronounced. Detritus. You see Detritus long before he sees you. His eyes are busy dancing over all over the main hall, absorbing everything they see and transforming his face into one large smile, which seems like it won't fade anytime soon. That seems like, yeah. Admiring the hall, I see. He lowers his eyes to meet yours. This place dominates. I'm speechless. It definitely beats the drop zone, doesn't it? It sure does. Hey, I don't know if you've been told, but they're going to take me to Chort. What now? It's, how did they call it? Nucleus. Yeah, something hardcore like that. They took my blood and did some tests, just like you told me they would. It turns out there's something special about me. I don't understand all the details, but the important thing is, you do understand. They're finding genetic anomalies that are interesting, and they're giving it to Chort so that they can basically recombine it all into a new genome. But the important thing, he says, is that they promised to allow me to stay in the Institute for good, dominating. Then they told me they need me checked out by some investigators. Is that how they call them? Anyway, these expert investigators are working in Nucleus, so they gotta take me down there. Cause, well, from what I understand, that's where they also have some of the equipment necessary for further testing. I don't know. This is all new to me and all, but I'm sure everything is gonna be alright. I'm gonna be learning about Chortism once I'm back from Nucleus, right? It's gonna be hardcore. Everything in this building is hardcore. Luck sure took its time to say hi again. How are they going to get you to deep caverns? I don't really know much, but I heard someone mention an elevator. And wait, why are you asking me this? Aren't you supposed to know that? No, I'm relatively new here, so I don't know a lot of stuff yet. Oh, never mind then. I have only one more thing to say to you, friend. Thank you. I will never forget this. I have to go now. I should be off. Gary, see you around. Goodbye, Detritus. You are gonna die. I hope I see him in the end and be like, he's part of some mutant, like, awful things, because that would be kind of cool. Not for him, though. I mean, maybe for him. I don't know what he's up to. I want to ask about all the bad things. Short guide you, brother. So, in order to leave, we need to tell that dude to, that I'm in official business or something. Institute of Chort. Strange tremors have begun. Oh, maybe you should investigate the cause. How am I supposed to investigate the cause? What do you mean? I mean, I know exactly. I know exactly what. The point of no return might actually be here, rather than before. Although the tremors, they're just gonna be here for a while. Theodore, do you like the tremors? Magnificent Chort, what are you doing here, sister? The kitchen only. Oh, it's only for staff. Sure. I'm sure the tremors are down here. Hey, these tremors just won't stop, huh, sister? How, the earthquake there is, it's gotta be in here, right? Let's just save. I want to keep the point of no return for as long as possible. Hey, can I go in? Leave now. You jerk. What am I supposed to do with that? I mean, normally you'd think it's here, but I don't think the tremors are getting any stronger. What in the world? Yeah. I have no idea what's going on. So, we're gonna investigate the tremors in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Underrail Expedition. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.